My name is Jennifer, and I'm 27 years old.
What's in your mouth? Candy?
Well, my house is a mess. It doesn't feel like a home. My porch is sort of the catch-all for things that we can't fit into the house. And then you come into the living room and the floor's pretty well consumed. And the kitchen, the sink is an old slop sink, so water spills out of it frequently. There's a lot of spills that don't get cleaned because there's stuff on the floor. The hallway is our laundry hamper. There's always a carpet of laundry. Getting down to the basement to do laundry can be hazardous. And the kids' room, that can probably be at times some of the messiest place in the house. It's awful.
I'm Ron, I'm 39, and Jennifer is my partner and has been for over 10 years. Jennifer, she loves to shop, and I think she feels some control when she's able to shop and buy things.
The ability to let go of it is hard for Ron, and the ability to stop getting it is, it's beyond me. The feeling of shopping for me is very much like the rush, the high you get from any kind of addiction.
Yeah, we got boxes.
Shopping is an addiction for me, I know that.
You know, I probably learned a lot of disorganization in my childhood. I remember my dad worked on job sites and would bring home, something that was salvageable or left over. Yeah, Dad taught me some things.
You know, being a mother at 20 and a mother again at 21, I was very ill-equipped. I was terrified. And then in May, my dad died. I've always been a daddy's girl, always. It was very hard for me to lose my father. I still miss him a lot. And the pain caused by loss, it's a hard thing to deal with. And so yeah, I shop, and it's nowhere near a replacement of my father, but it provides a moment of joy in a world where that's rare. The city health code inspector came and said that there had been a complaint and that he needed to inspect the house, and that if we didn't comply, they could get a search warrant. And I begged him for, some time. I'm afraid that Child Protective Services may step in and say that we're unfit parents.
Hey, good morning, Jennifer and Ron. I brought help with me,
Hi.
as I said I would.
I'm Geraldine Thomas, and I'm a certified professional organizer.
Ron, you and I are going to work together a little bit later. And what I want to know from you is you have a lot of fish tanks hanging around the house. And I want to know what your plans are for those.
Geraldine asked me about the fish tanks, and it was a tough decision. I actually shed a tear in the kitchen this morning in contemplating, well, I had imagined that they would be useful in the future, but I've decided through doing this that I'm willing to let them go,
Okay.
whatever we need to do.
Okay. All right, let's get started.
Sounds good.
I feel very intimidated by the whole process. I'm scared about it. You always hear, you don't air your dirty laundry, and here we are airing our dirty laundry first thing today.
Those are junk. That's junk. keep.
Quick work.
I don't have a problem with getting rid of stuff that I don't want. It's really Ron.
The broken wheeled car that I've been holding on to for years because I just loved it. It's gonna go by. It's gonna go. There's a little pang of sadness around losing that car. It's not easy. Strangely enough, it's not easy. And are these guys taking the fish tank?
Yes.
What's their service now?
They're going to throw them away.
I didn't really want to throw them away.
Oh, what do you want to do with them?
Well, I wanted them to be used. I mean, I don't want them being thrown away.
Okay. Hey guys, leave the fish tank in the stand. He's changed his mind. Yep.
I don't have a problem with my fish tanks going, but I don't want them thrown in the dumpster. I guess that's about the only way I can feel okay about it. If we say we're just gonna throw them in the garbage, I'd really have a hard time with it.
It's broken.
It's not broken.
He kind of reneged on letting those go, so they're still there. Yeah, he's having a rough time. This is a lot to deal with, you know, so for both of us. This is an overdraft statement.
How much did that cost you? $25 or $15 or an overdraft?
A lot more.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, hundreds. Yeah,
You look like you're about to cry.
it was bad.
Okay. Did he ever find out?
No, not really. So,
Why are you crying right now?
because I'm not proud of it.
Not a shame.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with it?
You know, I want this not to be a regular part of my life anymore.
Excuse us. It's looking good. I have to say that it's a little disorienting. I think it's just kind of, it's just really a strange sensation for everything to be just moved around like it is. I've discovered that I have a strange attachment to the way things are, even if they're chaotic. I've never been able to do this. This is a new experience for me. It had never occurred to me how emotionally attached I can become to stuff.
Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah. She had this today, so
We don't need it.
We don't need it.
No, this
Okay.
was the last day. The guys are going to be here. We need to get this stuff out if it's going. I don't know what this is, so we're not going to miss it. We're not
Yeah.
going to miss it.
Won't miss that. While I was gone picking up the kids, she was like, you know, the opportunity presented itself. I didn't know that we were gonna deal with the attic, and I was scared.
When he left to pick up the kids, he was upset and he said it was getting on his nerves and he was not coping well.
I mean, I was horrified when I saw stuff coming out the attic window. Some of it was, you know, it's stuff that had some value. I just can't handle it. And I was like, oh my God, they're ruining everything. I mean, I feel good. I didn't I didn't act out on it.
No.
So that was good.
And you know that we did everything that your wife asked us to do.
I know, and I'm so glad that she's been able to, make some real tough choices.
You guys are going to have a lot of adjustments to make.
Yes, I concur.
I don't even Now that things are done, I feel like I have a home. All the things that I love to do and to have around me are all there. They all have a place. The kitchen is amazing. I can't believe the room that I have in there now. I feel a lot better about having my kids and all three of them in one room. I think that's going to work out a lot better for them.
My son especially, I think he's the kid that wants to hold on to things. You know, I told him that I had a lot of feelings about what happened because I think it's important that I let him know that.
This is monumentous for our family.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. You can make it, but now your hard work truly begins. The chances of people overcoming this are very, very slim. And I guess for this family, I'm much more hopeful than usual because of the progress I've seen them make in the last 2 days. So I'm rooting for them.
My name is Linda, and I'm 51 years old. You know, there's just something about getting a good deal. Number one, it feels good. So health and beauty aisle is a really good bargain aisle here. You get a good deal. There's a little charge that you get with that. What I'm seeing is there's an addiction connection to that. This is something I haven't seen. This is pretty good. I might have to get some of these. Yep, yeah, yep. Growing up, it was always cluttery, and my parents were children of the Depression era, and pretty much there's a lot of things that you save because you might need them. This is good stuff. This is a good price. And look at this, they've got like a whole... I have that part of depression thinking, you know, I better get it now because I may not be able to get it tomorrow. You know, we might run out. Anybody trying to outwork you today? Where's your little competitor, worker?
Oh, David?
I'm a really social person, and I love to have people around me.
Well, how can you work if you don't have competition?
I don't need competition.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, living like this, you don't want anybody to see that you live like this. It's like this deep, dark secret.
My name's Kyle Quigley, and I'm 22 years old, and Linda is my mother. If you met her, you wouldn't even expect her house to look like the way it does, but if you were to walk in her house, you know, you'd be shocked just because there's piles everywhere, like there's boxes of just random junk, and every bedroom that used to be for me and my siblings are full with junk, just boxes of just who knows what's in it, just random stuff. And
who wants to show this to anyone? This is humiliating. It's wretched. Yeah, come look at my pit, you know? Hoarding is so ugly. You know, who wants to hoard? I mean, just the word is like, it's ugly. This is the house that I've lived in since 1990, and I raised my family of 4 children. And at one time, there was a husband here, and he's now gone. Now it's just me.
My name is Jeff Quigley, and Linda and I were married, let's see, September 1st, 1979. About 4 years after we were married, Amanda was born. And then of course relationships change when you have a young one to take care of.
My name is Amanda Williams. I'm 26 years old, and I am Linda's daughter. The hoarding and pack ratting kind of behavior has not always been there. Like as a young child, there definitely wasn't any kind of clutter, and I think about 6th grade is when it started happening for her.
I think it was after her father passed away. I noticed some changes in her attitude, kind of depressed, more migraines, and very defensive about possessions and things.
He and I were really close. And when he died, my body decided to be mad, basically.
What I would see more and more of is I would see more shopping, just going out and buying things, stuff we really didn't need. And I think that I probably became aware of it about 5 years ago, that this was more than just poor housekeeping, that there was something really deep down. And partly because the fact that none of it made sense.
Oh, look at this. Isn't this hilarious? Is that too funny or what? It's armadillo. Now see, I would just buy this because it's funny.
There was no rhyme or reason to things that she brought home.
For a while, I went on a thing where I bought baby stuff. This was when the kids were at home. It's like, but you don't have any babies. No, but I'll find somebody that does. I'll find, somebody's got a baby.
I'm going to salvage what I want to take with me, put in a pod that is sitting in my driveway, and get it ready to be sold and start my new life.
My name's Dr. Renee Renardi. I'm a psychologist and I specialize in obsessive compulsive disorder and compulsive hoarding.
We'll get started. Of course, it's a big day. Big day for you, especially more than
That it
anybody
is.
else, and you too, Kyle. So I think there are a couple of ground rules. I do want Linda to be in charge of this process. We want to check everything out with her first. So she's the one that makes all the decisions with everything, and the person running the show.
Now what we have to see is more of the behavioral aspects of it. What is she going to be able to tolerate? How long is she going to be able to work for? How much is she going to be able to delegate? And we're not going to know until we get started, really.
You ready,
I'm ready
to
to
get
go.
started?
I'm
Sounds
ready.
Good. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. The most important thing for me, like I said, is I want to see some completion on this thing.
Okay.
And it's overwhelming, as you can see. Oh boy.
In the pod, okay. Put it in a pod. Now is this gonna be?
Go.
This is a go.
You know what? This is a whole bunch of different clothes, and I'm not even gonna.
Okay.
Not even gonna go there. And more vitamins and hair color and goodbye. Yay. This I am gonna not keep. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep it, but it's a key. And I'm not sure about this, so I'm gonna keep my measuring cup though.
Dr. Renardi and my mom are downstairs sorting still, and I think that's going good. I just, I'm kind of one of those people that want to get things done as fast as possible, and I know that's kind of process you don't do that, so it's kind of hard for me because, I just want to get the ball rolling and get things out of here. Is there anything you want me to do? Like the old freezer and those old bikes that we already talked about getting rid of?
Those can go.
I tell
Yeah,
them.
you guys. Yeah, please. That would be awesome, pal.
This can go. All this can go. I know that.
Getting to the bottom of it. You are. Hallelujah. I'm exhausted. I'm not lying. That's going to be part of the process. I was so tired last night. I was physically ill. Today, I slept really good last night. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go.
Good.
I can't believe all this was in the attic. That is nuts. Like, that attic is only about this tall.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
You can
Good.
do it. One thing at a time, right?
Yeah.
And it all gets done.
All right.
So,
I can do it. But the other thing is, I do need to look at it.
yeah.
She originally said she's just gonna probably throw away all of it. And now she's like, she just came out there and said, yeah, I kind of changed my mind. I need to look through there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, these are all dolls that are no good. That one though, it's gotta save. These are really nice for somebody's baby. Same. Oh. These were Amanda's, and we had a really special friend that made these. Oh, Amanda. Somebody made this for Amanda, and I have to show this to her. A lot of it was baby things. And I had a little hang up there. And this was Heather's. This was Amanda's.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was gonna bother me.
Yeah. Well, it brings back a lot of memories, I think, of. So.
This was Kyle's. And that picture that picture that's on the mantle, he's wearing this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is hard. I have to show him this. That picture that's on the mantle, I think he has this on.
Okay.
And my mom made these. And my aunt made this.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gone now.
Yeah. She was getting stressed out toward the end because she wanted to get a lot done, and it's a long process, but it's worth the time.
I didn't think I was gonna do this. I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this stuff was up there. I forgot about it.
Sure.
I don't know. It's probably gonna take a while because there's a lot of stuff out there, so.
Right here.
It just sucked because we had a good tempo going and we were getting rid of stuff. Here's water.
Thanks.
Is there anything that any other areas we can start or anything we
No.
want us to
I
do?
can't do any more than I'm doing. I can't think of anything else.
Do you want
Can
us to do anything?
I can't think of anything else. I can't even think. I'm feeling really pressured.
Okay.
In doing this process, there's a lot of friction that certainly can come up. I think there was friction at times between her and some of the cleanup people just because she was so panicky, wanting to make use of them. At one point, she was saving more for a little while as her anxiety increased, but then she kind of had that release of energy and now is tossing stuff in the truck herself.
Good aim. I don't mean literal guy. I mean, I don't. Billy Banks guy and I made him go flat. That's it. Yes. Who needs to go to a batting cage, right? This one I'll keep because it smells good. That's nice.
As we speak, she's out there throwing stuff into the truck, which can appear like, is she distressed? I think it's something that is very empowering for her.
Bingo! Oh, sorry. You know, my tendency is I really want to check these out.
Hold.
Don't say that.
Why?
Because it's a Schwinn and I can sell it.
No one's gonna buy a 1980
Flat-ass broke.
Schwinn.
No, save it. Sorry.
No one's. No.
You know what? I've done a really good job. Put it on. It. What else? Okay.
Actually, I know something.
How's that for a finale? You like it?
I don't know. I'm gonna do what I can when I can, which I try to come and help her when I can. But I don't know. I've had a lot of patience the last couple days. I don't know if I can do that for too long.
On three? 1, 2, 3.
It isn't realistic to think in a week or in 2 days that we're going to be able to clean out the house and have it stay there long term. I would say almost always when the person who hoards is not involved, the house is going to get cluttered again, and usually cluttered pretty quickly. So it is better to do it this way. Even though it takes a little bit longer up front, it's much better in the long term.
Go around.
think we got them. Let's walk around. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's do that.
Here's this.
Okay.
I'm maxed. I'm done.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Can't process anymore.
Now it's just kind of in a standstill. They're both talking to their attorneys, my mom and my dad, trying to figure out what the next step is. They got denied on a home loan, which was going to pay to fix up the house so that they could sell it.
I'm Deborah, and I'm a medical lab technician. I have 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl. I've worked third shift for like 21 years, and I haven't been able to keep a house for many years.
I'm Raymond. Deborah is my wife. The piles of clothing in our room sometimes reach the ceiling.
The things that I kind of like to collect are mostly clothes. My hobby is kind of shopping.
Deborah is a shopaholic.
Shopping makes me feel good just because I get out. It's like an adventure.
This is a pretty belt. What did you like about it?
I like the color and I like the bling.
Sometimes Deborah will purchase things and sort of sneak it into the house where no one knows that she did buy things. I think that's part of the reason that she loses things. She's not too sure where she hid it.
I'm Derek, and Deborah's my mom. She is constantly ordering off the TV channels. Every single day, it's almost like there's another package at the front door. I think she likes the satisfaction of having something new.
I've wasted a lot of money, $30,000 or more.
$30,000 is a low figure. Deborah's credit card debt is probably closer to $50,000. I would like to stay together to help the children. I don't want my children to have a broken home, even though technically it's a broken home already.
For security reasons, I want to stay married. Do we really love each other? Probably not. Could we, get back? I don't know.
Time's running out. If Deborah continues down the path of being a hoarder, she's probably going to lose me and her family. I will seek a divorce.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger, professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Got a big clothing hoard today. It's crazy.
It's actually going pretty well, so my mom hasn't freaked out yet, I don't think.
This isn't really that junked, Ray. I mean, it's still a good toy. Save this and one of these in case there's a grandchild.
It's broken.
I mean, if I go somewhere, all I need is a little tiny chair.
It's junk, and you got to realize that.
Well, I don't want to go out and buy a new one. I want this. They don't want any balls?
No.
They didn't want any of these bats?
No.
We honestly don't want to argue.
I know,
okay?
and I really don't want to say stuff we're not going to get to children. That's
so
right.
I don't want to discuss it.
Of course not.
So here's what I want you to get. 20,000 pieces of clothing are right here. Each of us are going to take a corner. I'm gonna make a pile of keep, give away, keep, give away. Ray has a pile over there. Can you trust him enough?
No.
Okay.
This is gonna take forever, Dorothy.
Yep. Who wears this?
My nephew's daughter will wear that.
We don't have time for you to think about this.
Well, I'll give it to her. I mean, why throw away a brand new thing?
Because you don't have space.
I understand, but I'll just give it to her. It's not like a problem.
I've cleared out all the bedrooms, but the whole rest of the house now is full again. And so is the outside, and so is the garage, and so is the shed. This is your master bedroom. All that way, all the way to the TV set. You've got to share some of the work. You can't see it all. What I would like to do is excuse myself from this. I'd like for you to stay here together and come up with a plan on how you would get rid of some of this.
These boxes are taller than you. Some of this has got to go. I don't think Deborah realizes that we are on a timetable.
I wouldn't throw this away. Even though it's got dust on it, I would shake it out and use it because I can't even find this in the store
And
anymore.
we can't buy anything that looks like real flowers. She wants to save it. I probably wouldn't. But once again, it's very difficult to talk to Deborah because she doesn't want to listen. What's it good for?
I'll just take it out. You know what? I'm not even arguing with you. Don't keep saying no, no, no. If it's important to me, that's what it is. Ray, you don't even know.
Yes
you don't even know what might be important to me. You have no clue.
Everything. Look at the house.
No, but I'm just saying.
Every single piece is,
you know what?
is
You know what?
important to you. 100% of everything is important to you.
Can we stop for a second? You guys are talking but not communicating. I'm Dr. Melva Green. I'm a board-certified psychiatrist specializing in anxiety disorders and hoarding behaviors.
I can never voice my whole opinion because you shut it down all the time.
Translation, I don't feel heard, Ray.
You're exactly right. I don't feel heard.
You're heard. The thing is that you never listen to us.
Translation, I never feel heard.
This is very true. You never listen to us.
Do you really want this? Because this is what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Are you willing to do the work? I gave them a way out.
I can't think of a reason why not. I want to go forward with this.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they're saying no. We want it, even if it means we have to fight through it to get it. Good job.
Good.
Good job.
It was a big day for Deborah because she actually gave up control to all of us, the organizers and the 1-800-GOT-JUNK team. We were doing it for her, and her family was doing it with her. That's a really different experience for Deborah. Deborah got rid of about 15,000 pieces of clothing. Pretty darn good.
Wow, it's different.
This is just fantastic. There's no other way to describe it, but it's absolutely fantastic. This is the dining room.
Well, this is really nice.
The house was just full of hoard, and today the hoard is gone, and it's just free space.
It was bright and it was white. I really liked the colors of the wallpaper. I mean, because the wallpaper was about like $1,000. It's just not my color. It's just not my color white. I really hate white. The pinks and the mint green, they make me happy. I really am upset with the bathroom because I really love the pink. Everything that I really loved in my house is gone. This is horrible. I hate this whole bathroom. I hate it.
and so
No, I
we
mean,
tried
I hate it. To me, it's horrible. I mean, it's horrible.
Deborah really wanted Dorothy to get her. Dorothy couldn't read her mind, and that brought up for Deborah all the disappointments of the past. And I know this disappointment is about being chronically disappointed.
It's okay. I hate to surprise you. But you don't understand. I've never liked surprises. I've never liked Christmas. I've never liked surprises.
I know. It's been a roller coaster. You know, you've got this beautiful transformed space, and Deborah's bawling her eyes out. Been disappointed so much. I know. Looking at her, the average person would think, what a jerk. But this is the illness. When you move their things around or when you attempt to transform their space, you see something different than what they see.